Assassin's Creed Legion is dropping in just 3 days on August 24th. I will give you a little look at the trailer first and tell you more about the gameplay details. So let's dive right in.
You know, maybe you can enlighten me about something. Why is it that time and time again the assassins are reduced to nothing? Pirates, hermits, street thugs. All these brushes with extinction, you would think you would learn from your mistakes. I want you alive when my team finds a way into your precious tomb. We'll find a way in. And may the Father of Understanding guide us.
When it comes to the trailer, you may have heard that the original soundtrack inside of the trailer is the Assassin's Creed Unity soundtrack. Available for us for completely free will be the story missions and the world missions of the Assassin's Creed crossover. Only Darcy as a playable character will be premium. With this new update, we will finally get Invasion and Extraction, both a PvP mode, a new free rank track, meaning Season 3, and also a Resistance mode, which allows you to play the entire campaign of the main game itself for free though, but it will be the campaign of the main story at a much higher difficulty. And there's also a free game mode which has been in an alpha for a very long time for PC only, which is now for PC and console and will be free to play as well, which is Watch Dogs Legion of the Dead, of course the zombie mode. There's much more new information about the upcoming update, but first a word from today's sponsor.
Recently my accounts got hacked and I don't want the same thing to happen to you. That's why I highly recommend the VPN service StrongVPN. Changing your IP address, it makes it impossible for other people to find your location or track any of your data. If you don't own your data, someone else will. With one simple click, you can change your IP address to anywhere around the world, having access to different Netflix content, and no one can take your gaming or streaming experience down. I got a special link right here in the description. Make sure to click it for a fat discount.
On the official Watch Dogs Legion website, there's also a new article about Darcy and about the Assassin's Creed content inside of Watch Dogs Legion. Tea Time with Bagley. Meet Darcy, that's what it's called. So basically, the title update arrives next week, bringing with it Invasion, Resistance mode, new story content, and more. Early this week, we gave you a first glimpse of our non-canonical Assassin's Creed crossover story, and Darcy, the character at the center of it. What was it like bringing the worlds of Assassin's Creed and Watch Dogs Legion together? We sat down with scriptwriter Jared Schkin-Croyle, which is, sorry if I butchered that name, to talk more about Darcy and her missions. Who is she and who is playing her? Darcy Clarkson is a member of the British Brotherhood of Assassins. Her ancestors are Jacob and Avi Fry, the main character of Assassin's Creed Syndicate. So she has a big legacy to live up to, and she knows it. To breathe life into her, we were lucky enough to get Hattie Preston. Hattie struck the right balance between earnest pluck and sarcastic bite that makes Darcy a fun character. What was it like bringing Watch Dogs and the Assassin's Creed universe together for the first time? As someone who has been working on both franchises as a writer and fan, it's been cool to be part of making this happen. We've prepared Watch Dogs games with more than one Assassin's Creed Easter egg over the years, and vice versa. And now we've decided to take it up a notch and let their worlds collide. Since Darcy is not canon, we were able to make more liberties with her character, and we can't wait for fans of both series to check it out. Were there any things you had to take into consideration when writing the missions? Did you run into any interesting opportunities or challenges? It was not only such a great experience to grab Darcy's character, but we also got to create a worthy Templar opponent. I would love to spoil everything about the Templar Darcy goes up against, but I will simply say that they are the kind of villain you love to hate. Another thing that we had to consider and figure out was how to incorporate some Assassin's Creed hallmarks into the world of Watch Dogs. For example, synchronization is an Assassin's Creed staple, and we knew early on that we wanted to feature it in these missions. But the question is, how do you synchronize if you are not in the Animus? You will just have to play and find out. So what was the most exciting part about working on Darcy and her missions? It was reinventing an old project of mine. I was writing on Assassin's Creed Syndicate, so developing Darcy and her missions was like returning home. Darcy is very much her own person with her own story. But these missions have inevitably become a sort of a love letter to Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I feel very grateful to have had this chance to build on the work I helped create 6 years ago. And I'm excited to see players dive into it. Thank you so much, Jared. Darcy and her associated missions will be available on August 24th. Season Pass owners will also be able to use Darcy when playing through the campaign missions, so basically the main missions of the game itself, and in the online mode. Share your thoughts about Assassin's Creed crossover and @TuYuVa.Bav with us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and of course here down below in the comments. So us as players are going to learn more about the universe of Assassin's Creed Syndicate, as we could already make up from the soundtrack in the trailer itself. So I personally cannot wait to jump in and explore about the Assassin's Creed universe. But at the same time, it's clear that Ubisoft really wants us to play Assassin's Creed at this point, since they made all of the content free in this particular update. And to clarify, not the main game itself. And I can only imagine that the story missions are going to be stealth focused. The Assassin's Creed crossover content for Watch Dogs Legion has been scheduled a long time ago. We knew this was coming for a long time, but it's the last thing on the roadmap. And we're thinking right now, okay, when this is going to be out, what is next? And we know that Ubisoft will be releasing more content in 2022, but what that is still a mystery. So August 24th, there's a lot going on that day. We'll also get the Battlefield 2042 open beta. The day before, on August 23rd, we will be able to play the closed beta of Riders Republic, which is also a Ubisoft game. Let me know down below in the comments, do you enjoy the Assassin's Creed franchise? Because I will be exploring it more here on the channel as well. Make sure to like this video because it was a whole lot of work to make. And you also have a chance to win an upcoming 2021 game on your platform of choice by clicking the link in a pinned comment. You have to be a subscriber with your post notifications turned on to have a chance to win. Want to know more about the August 24th update? Make sure to click the right video on your screen. This is me, Boy Cheese. I am out. Peace.